Welcome to another episode of Kingdom of Nerds here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm
Just in
glad you
time.
guys are here instead of watching the Super Bowl because I really don't care who wins or loses.
Yeah,
My
I don't really.
Giants and my and Buffalo are out, so I really don't
Yeah,
care.
I have no dog in the fight. My Steelers are not anywhere to be found. So, is what it
Eh,
is. It's a tough game to watch anyway. It's just packed full of commercials and way
Yeah,
longer than a game should be.
yeah, it's gonna be looks like it's gonna be a low scoring game anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. Once that adrenaline wears off, people start making big mistakes and things get messy.
Yeah, people tend to choke during the Super Bowl for some reason, I guess. You got anything to pick up? Show
Actually, I got
pickups?
I got no pickups this week.
Oh,
I bought some new short boxes, and I've just been rearranging books. But this is one of the first weeks where I didn't really get anything in the mail this week, so
hmm.
it's empty.
I'm waiting for my pickups to come. They thought that came today, but I mean yesterday, but nothing came. They come in Monday. So let's just get into the show. Hey buddy.
Just in time.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Happy Super Bowl
Hey.
Sunday, sir.
Yeah, woo.
That's
How'd your show go?
That was good. It was good. Can't complain.
Yeah, I'm always happy to pick up some Neil Adams forming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
that works for me. At some point, I'll get them cleaned and graded. You got any pickups this week?
Yeah, is that what you guys just did?
Well,
I
we didn't
actually
have
had
any.
nothing this week. This is one of the first weeks where I've really
man.
had
Save here.
nothing.
It's about to get swifty.
Oh,
So I got all my graded Taylor Swift concert tickets back. So this is a 2009 Fearless Tour ticket that I had
nice.
graded. It was terrible. It got a 1.5. It has tape on it and stuff.
What?
So, but I don't care. But I don't care. Had these,
Low grade is better than no grade.
Yeah. So they had these Eras
Oh.
Tour like commemorative tickets that you could get.
Little hollow foil.
Yeah, and then it says like VIP on the back. So I picked up one of these because I was like, screw it, why not? So this got a 7.
Wow, they're really strict with grading.
Yeah, and then these are the ones that I'm like most proud of. So this is an actual physical Eras Tour ticket. It was for the Inglewood, California show. So to get like a physical ticket, you had to be like on the like VIP list. Like if you were just like a general admission person, it's all digital now. So this is it's a football ticket, but it's Taylor Swift related. This is the 2006 Lions versus Dolphins Thanksgiving Day game, where Taylor Swift sang the national anthem. So it's actually noted on there. Taylor Swift sings national anthem. I'm pretty sure. What?
I really thought she was going to sing the national anthem
Dude,
this year. That would have
right?
been freaking awesome. People would have freaked out.
So I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's like her first like national TV broadcast like that she was ever on. And then I got another one. So I found 2 physical Eras Tour tickets. So this was another one. This was for the Denver, Colorado show.
Is there a difference between an intact ticket and a non-intact ticket for this?
I'm assuming so, because like they note on it like this says like full.
Oh, there you go.
So it's like a full ticket, but it's weird how they're different sizes because that other one, like this California show, like this is the full ticket for that show. So they're like crazy different sizes. So yeah, those were my those were my pickups. A lot of Taylor Swift stuff.
Nice. Let's roll some beautiful news footage, I guess.
Nope.
If I still have news. It seems like the biggest news today, besides the Super Bowl, is the Deadpool Wolverine teaser trailer dropped today. What was it, like over a minute and a half, 2 minutes? Something like that.
It felt like about a minute and a half. I didn't look at the time stamp on it, but yeah, it was decent.
It
Yeah,
was
go ahead,
okay.
let's cue it up.
Yeah, right. Well, what happened last time we did clips on that show? We got taken down. Thanks, Perp. You know, I knew it was going to, all the rumors about the TVA, and we knew it was going to be a multiversal movie anyway.
Yeah.
That's like the theme of the last 2 phases. I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, the jokes that they did say in the trailer wasn't that funny.
I don't want them to blow their comedic load in trailers. I don't want everything to come out in trailers, and then there's already been enough leaks and all that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they
fine.
leaked the whole movie. Obviously, Josh liked the trailer, but that
I
really,
liked it. I thought it was freaking hilarious. Like I miss Ryan Reynolds, so it's nice.
I enjoyed
it's
it.
nice that he's back.
It's better than anything else Marvel's put out recently.
hey.
So I watched the Marvels this weekend for the first time.
And I said Ryan Reynolds. I didn't even say Hugh Jackman. I said Ryan Reynolds.
It's funny that Ryan Reynolds has been making so many movies and no one watches them, but he comes back to Deadpool and it's just like, oh, Ryan Reynolds. I forgot about that guy.
Dude, I love Ryan Reynolds. Like, when I was growing up, like he was in all those like just so terrible movies like Van Wilder and like.
Hey, Van Wilder's a classic.
I mean, they're classics now, but
hey,
like
Just Friends, Just Friends is still a classic movie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying when you look at like the stuff that he like what I grew up watching him in, it's so different like than this kind of stuff that he does now. So it was a nice it was nice watching him go from like
I grew up watching him in I think it was the Nickelodeon soap opera 13.
What? I don't even know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
He played the younger brother of the blonde from the movie The Faculty.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
The Faculty was a great movie.
He was probably 11, 12 years old in that.
Oh wow!
Wow! Yeah. Wow! I never know that.
Yeah.
No.
Huh. They also dropped the
Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place was also a good series.
I will say this: Waiting is one of my favorite restaurant movies.
100%, 100%. Especially if you've worked in a restaurant.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, let me see. Everybody gets tipped 20% at the restaurant, no matter what. Screw that. I don't want any foreign objects in my plate of food. Never.
Definitely not. But
hopefully this
was good.
Hopefully
There'll be a buzz the whole way through.
People are saying that they saw the Sentry in the trailer. That might have been the Sentry. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I'm still nervous. Like, I didn't like all the screenshots, that I was seeing of stuff. Like, trailer was good, but that's not, hopefully, that wasn't every good part.
They're going to have the full trailer. Then they're going to have the second trailer. Then they're going to have the final trailer.
There's going to be a Red Band trailer. It's going to be Marvel's first Red Band trailer.
That'll be fun.
I wonder if this is going to be rated mature.
I mean, it'll be rated R.
Yeah.
which
there
is
was a
good
lot of
thing.
blood. There was a lot of blood in it, so I
Yeah,
think
I'm
you're right.
excited
They
to see
really
the
are.
Red Band trailer. Should be pretty crazy.
I saw the Blue Marvel. It was a good trailer. Joe, you said you watched the Planet of the Apes trailer. I didn't
Yeah,
see it
Battle of the
yet.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
It was a good, solid
it
trailer.
looks
good.
it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's a franchise that continually just seems to step it up in terms of, okay, we know you like this franchise. We're going to do a better job than the last people that did it. We're going to do better than it's good. They've done a really nice job with it. Looks
Unfortunately, I never finished the trilogy. I got to watch the last one, and it's not streaming anywhere. You have to rent it, which sucks.
Interesting.
I mean, I was a big fan of the original series of movies, even though as each movie went on, the budget got lower and lower and lower until what was it? Was Battle? I think Battle was the last one that they had, where it just like people were just wearing masks. There was no other makeup on most of the people. It was bad. It was really bad. Like everyone was just wearing Halloween costumes.
Jeez.
Yeah, because which one I see? Where they travel to Earth and they kill they think they killed their baby at the end, but the baby survived. Which one was that? Beneath? No, that wasn't Beneath.
Shit, I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anybody in the chat knows which one was that? Where the doctors travel to Earth and they go to a circus and they think they're like, oh, we're great. We're talking apes. And they end up killing both of them. Forgot the name. There were so many of them.
Was that from the newer one or from the older one that had Victor?
Older ones.
From, the one that had Victor Newman in it from Young and Restless?
Yes.
I forget whether that one's is that a Return Planet of the Apes or I forget.
Who knows?
It's all adjective Planet of the Apes.
There were so many of them. It was insane. And they were not good. All right, next up, James Gunn says at least one of these rumors from DCU leaks is not true. Ruthie will have an opening casting call with an age range of 15 to 18 years old. A Titans film is in development. Darren Aronofsky is in talks to direct Plastic Man. A Sergeant Rock film is in development. So at least one of these isn't true.
They're not giving Aronofsky a Plastic Man movie. As much as I would love it, I love Aronofsky as a director. I think that's just he's a little too avant-garde for DC.
Be a different take on superheroes.
Yeah, but I mean, did you see The Whale? Have you seen Pi?
I saw the first few minutes of Whale. I couldn't watch that, but I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that love The Whale.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Teen
Aronofsky.
Titans makes sense.
Teen Titans does make sense as something that they would do. I mean, the Titans TV series was a lot of fun. I know it.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a longer run than I thought it would. So.
Yeah, I didn't think it would last more than 2 seasons, but people actually enjoyed it and liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I loved that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
Sergeant Rock, 45 fans. They just recently did Sergeant Rock versus the Evil Dead.
Oh yeah,
Army of the Dead.
Yeah, some variants off of that.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell actually wrote the book and starred in it.
Yeah, there's some good covers on that.
Yeah, some really good covers. The body bag cover. Was there a body bag cover? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Damn, the TFOX exclusive for that was really good too.
The only thing I don't know. I don't think they would put a Sergeant Rock film into development.
Well, Sergeant Rock. Isn't he going to be in Creature Commandos, or am I wrong about that?
No, that's like a zombie.
Well, yeah, but I thought thought there was like a human that was a part of that.
Yeah, that's
group.
crap. He was in the Suicide Squad. That's his father in Creature Commando. I forgot his name.
Oh,
Damn.
General or something. I forgot his
I
name.
feel like James Gunn would direct a Plastic Man movie before
I think
he would let anyone else direct one.
Yeah, there's too much
because he's
comedy.
weird like that.
Aronofsky's not a comedic director, so that's what I'm going with. Aronofsky is the DCU that is not true.
Rick Flag Sr. is the human.
That's right.
Yeah. And Rick Flag Jr. was the Suicide Squad.
I mean, whatever. Why not bring in Sergeant Rock?
They could do a Sergeant Rock film. They could do it completely separate, one-off.
Yeah.
I can see if they did I can see if they did a Sergeant Rock film having Bruce Campbell in it. That'd make it funny. That would draw in his fan base.
Oh yeah. Yep, we'll see. I guess we'll figure out which one is true, which one's not.
Next up, One Piece and Fantastic Four are rumored to be coming to Fortnite.
Doesn't everyone eventually come to Fortnite?
Yeah, I think everybody goes to Fortnite sooner or later.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is a little weird, but
so is having Loopy in Fortnite.
Oh, dude, they do anime collabs all the time. They just like a little bit ago, it was just Jujutsu Kaisen.
Really?
Yeah.
Kaisen.
Dragon Ball Z, like they do all kinds of anime collabs on there.
I think I played maybe 4 games of Fortnite, and I couldn't do it. Between the building and the shooting.
I play it a couple times a day, or a couple times a week, probably 2 times a week. That's fun.
It's a massive game.
I'm shocked One Piece already hasn't been in it, honestly.
Hey, I can see the Fantastic Four because of the whole Disney deal they got going on.
Yeah, I mean they drop Marvel characters all the time.
Yeah, Disney did just pile a lot into.
Yeah, 1.5 billion.
Which I guess, although I guess it's not really that much in the grand scheme of things, but
you could make some crazy stuff with that, though. I mean, I know games are expensive, but because I was talking with JC, because that Spider-Man 2 game, I think that cost $330 million to make. So I mean, 1.5 billion is you could get a few 4 or 5 Spider-Man 2 type games out of it.
Yeah, but it's not like they're handing over money to make games. They're investing in getting equity in Epic Games. So
yeah, it's gonna be weird. I'm curious to see what they do, because it's all gonna be. It sounds kind of like how they've been off branching in Fortnite. So it's gonna be in Fortnite, but separate, how they have the Lego Fortnite and all that stuff.
And was it the Rock Band or was it Guitar Hero?
Yeah, which is it's so fun. I wish there were actual instruments, but
you can't use the instruments with it?
I mean, I haven't tried. I've just been using my controller.
Oh. That'd be cool. I still have all my guitars.
Yeah.
From every game.
Guitar Hero, Rock Band.
Those games were hard.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Sylvester Stallone wants Ryan Gosling to be the next Rambo.
What?
That series is done. They ended it.
That's wild.
They had their arc up until him, pretty much dying on this front porch. Let that be it.
I don't think I've seen past Rambo 2.
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I probably haven't seen past 2 either.
The same thing with Rocky. I don't think I saw past 3, maybe.
No, that's awful. Because they're good. Rocky movies are good, except for Rocky 5. But the Rambo movies just got weird. But then they tried to ground it back. He came back home, and went to his family house and tried to settle down and was brought back into things, and it basically ended with him pretty much dying on his front porch. Leave it at that. I don't need a prequel. I don't need any more Rambo.
You don't need
I mean,
a fifth cousin, nephew,
yeah, like
grandson.
I actually disagree with AOA. I didn't like the very last one. I thought it was kind of boring. The one before that, when he was in Burma or Myanmar, whichever you prefer, that one was nuts. There was all kinds of leg explosions, head explosion. That one was gory, and that one was bloody fun. The most recent one was just kind of like.
I just couldn't picture Ryan Gosling being Rambo.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
don't
not
see
because
it.
he was just in Barbie. Like, he's just not a Rambo.
He's not a
He
a
like,
typical Hollywood action star.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna have a draw to the box office playing Rambo.
No.
I don't think Rambo will necessarily have a huge box office draw.
No. You know, if the last indie movie can draw people to the box office, I don't think a Rambo reboot will.
You know what my favorite Stallone movie is that nobody ever talks about?
Over the Top.
What?
Yes. Is that the arm wrestling one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Over the Top.
Yep.
That wasn't that bad. I like that movie.
He was like
actually,
he was a truck driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's a good father-son bonding kind of movie.
I loved that movie.
It turns the hat backwards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fun 80s Stallone movies that were fun.
80s movies are always fun.
I'll
Some of
still
them don't hold
I'll still
up
stick
well,
with Tango and Cash, but
yeah, Tango and Cash was good, a really good movie. Kurt Russell
that-
made that movie. Just saying.
AOA, that was the point. It was over the top, insane nonsense. It was an arm wrestling movie that glorified arm wrestling.
Maybe he can star in all Stallone's rebooted movies. You know, it's funny. Every time they say actors should be recast for a role, people always say Gosling, no matter what the role is.
It's I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it's like Stallone is Rambo, end of story.
Yeah.
Rambo is Stallone. It's just like Rocky. Rocky is Stallone is Rocky. End of story. You don't recast Rocky. That's why they moved to Creed and did the Creed stuff, which made sense. But yeah, I don't need
Lincoln Hawk.
Yep.
Next up, Star Wars Acolyte will release this summer on Disney Plus, starring Amanda Stenberg, Lee Jung Jae, Daphne King, Carrie Ann Moss, Manny Jacinto, Jodie Turner Smith. I was really hoping that they show a Acolyte trailer today, release one. Would have been a great time to get people hyped for the series.
It's an old picture of Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
She don't look that young anymore.
It's for the promo.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just excited about it because it's just something different. It's something outside of the established time frames in which we're familiar with live action. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, something Star Wars. That's I think that's why I like Andor so much, because it had nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah, it's still in the same time frame, but they did a good job of just kind of picking out a story and not having to tie it to all the stupid space wizards.
Space wizards. Space wizards with glowy sticks.
Jedi are awful. Religious zealots like to steal children.
Still children, murder children.
Yeah.
But you know, that's fine. They're Jedis. They had a redemption arc.
You're a special kid. I'm going to take you away from your mother who's in slavery and leave your mother a slave. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. Who knows which way the direction this thing's going to go. But I'll give it a go.
It'll be like every other Star Wars project. 50% of the people will hate it. 50% will love
Right.
it.
75% hype and 25% letdown.
Mhm.
Oh, man. You know, I was watching Netflix yesterday,
The Empire was
Well,
right, Jeffrey Jake. The Empire was right.
and there's this show called A Different Life or something like that. And it's Bo-Katan. What's her name? It's Katie.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah. She used to star this show, and it was pretty freaking awesome. Sci-fi show in space, going from planet to planet, trying to get home. It was awesome. Released in 2021. I was like, what the hell is this?
Hmm.
It was better than anything that's been on Disney Plus.
Just remember, the Empire brought Alderaa's unemployment rate down to 0.
Mhm.
Lasers plus force, all I need. I just want pew, 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 pew. Where everybody misses. Nobody hits anyone.
I don't even need lasers, just force.
The Penguin has wrapped filming. I'm very excited for this. I love the Batman.
Is this
I
supposed to be a
love
series
him.
or a movie? I forget.
It's a TV series.
Okay.
See, I love the Batman, but I'm not excited for this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Batman without Batman is tough. Although I liked Gotham when Gotham was on Fox. It was a watchable series, but you still got a young Bruce Wayne. So you still were getting a little tease. I don't know how much you're gonna get with Penguin.
Yeah,
I think-
I guess it just makes me think of like Sony. It's like all these Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man. Like, how are those doing? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I think they're gonna have Batman appear in this because I know when this was filming, he was in New York at the same time. Coincidentally, it was a coincidence. They're here.
But again, I think you get bored. You get bored with a Gotham without Batman, where you're
Yeah.
not, where Batman isn't the main. Like I said, Gotham in itself was watchable, and it was you knew you had a young Bruce Wayne pre-Batman, but you got a lot of young Bruce Wayne in that, so you kind of felt like you were kind of following his journey a bit as well. But with this, it's just going to be, Batman pops up out of nowhere for 5 minutes, and then you go on 2 more episodes, and you're dealing with other stuff. I mean, it's fine, I guess, if they really want to build out this universe, then it
yeah.
makes sense. But if not, I don't know.
And
Yeah.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I think they said this is going to lead directly into the Batman 2. If I'm not
Oh.
mistaken.
Okay.
Since Matt Reeves is directing it also.
I'm just tired of like the same villains. Like, there's so many villains in the DC universe, and it's always Joker, Penguin, Catwoman. Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, Poison Ivy. Like, it's always like this core 3 or 4, and they never deviate. Like, it's just rebooted into eternity.
Yeah.
Like to me, like, this would have made sense to do like a mini series, like a 2-episode, 3-episode mini series, if they wanted to. Just something small as a kind of a teaser to lead you into Batman 2. But I don't know how a full season. I'll watch it. I'm sure it'd be fine. But
It'll probably be like 6, maybe 8 episodes.
I mean, I thought the Batman was about 45 minutes too long as well. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That was my only complaint about that movie.
It felt like it could have ended 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I enjoyed it overall, but
they could have ended at the diner when he caught the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember thinking when I was watching it, I'm like, oh wow, that was the end, and then it just kept going. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Huh. Hopefully it's a good show. I think it releases the end next year? End of this year?
I have no idea.
I'm sure I'll forget about it before it's mentioned again. That's the way all these projects are so far off. I forget about them all the time. You're like, oh yeah.
It might release this year, I believe.
I mean, if they've wrapped filming, then
Yeah.
Everything else is stuff that can be done behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be released this year sometime. It's not like Disney has a lot on their slate this year. So, next up, Penguin loses thousands of copies of Ultimate Black Panther #1. Did they really lose them? It seems that Penguin Random House appears to have lost thousands of copies of Marvel's launch issue of Ultimate Black Panther #1, even though people had them in hand, taking pictures with them, laying in bed with millions of copies. But they said they lost thousands of copies.
Well, they said they what? They said they lost 12,000 copies.
12,000.
But if you have a print run of about 100,000, then 10%. I don't know. It didn't seem to bother. I don't know. People like Midwest, I didn't hear any allocation issues. I don't know about West Coast.
A few of the shops I went to on Wednesday said they didn't receive their shipment, or their shipment was damaged, or they were holding them for their regular customers, or me being the only one at the store when it opens and they have 2 copies on the shelf. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel weird when open order covers are selling well above cover pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it weird,
and selling more than like the ratios.
Yeah, and it's right for people to do weird, dumb, underhanded shit.
Yeah, I can see a lot of stores holding these back for Whatnot and eBay.
Yeah, because I mean, if they're taking their discount and getting a stack of A covers, and they can flip them for $20 to $30 on eBay or Whatnot or whatever, I mean, I don't think it's ethical, but who am I to say? I mean, they could do whatever the hell they want as long as they're not holding it from people that ordered it for their pool box, and then they say, "Oh, we didn't get it allocated," and then you find them selling it on eBay because they actually had a stack. That's unethical, but you know what? If they get a stack and decide to pull it back and they want to sell it on eBay, whatever. You're in business to make money.
I think Matt said that he had it pulled and they wanted to charge him eBay prices for it.
No, that was
that
the
Ultimate?
No, that was the Wolverine 42, the Adams 125.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the Black Panther. Yeah, if you pay for a book in advance, it's in your pull box, and they want to upcharge you for whatever it's selling for on eBay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because those are like your loyal customers.
Yeah.
And I mean, then that's your steady business, which you can at least somewhat bank on in terms of projections and stuff like that. And it helps with your ordering. It helps with a lot of things if people use pool boxes and pre-order.
That's wild.
Yeah, because I was able to get 3 on Wednesday, and I had TFAR. You know how they ship up 3 weeks after.
And I get so many cancellations from TFAW too.
I got like 5 copies of this coming. Hopefully.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But Matt did say the store took care of him though on that. They gave him a credit and apologized, and so they set things right. So with his Wolverine ratio, so that was something.
Yeah.
That's why I just use Third Eye. It's fast.
Third Eye good with FOC?
Oh yeah, and everything it's either ratio or under. Like they don't overcharge and they ship it way faster.
My problem is I started with TFAW because my closest LCS is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, same.
And they don't. The only back issues they have are like the last year of stuff that they didn't sell on the shelf of modern stuff. They don't really have back issue stuff. So there's no digging really there. And I have no desire to go out and get a book that a bunch of people have finger fucked already. And so I've ordered from Tefal for a long time. I get bi-weekly shipments from them. But my problem is I have all my pre-orders out until April and May. They're already queued up. So I have no desire to change with somebody else because I'm not going to get rid of all that and try to redo it.
Yeah.
It takes a while to settle that up. It takes a while to settle.
I will say this, since I have been doing shows, I pay a lot more attention to FOC now.
I always have.
I never did. Because trying to get books on Comic Book Day or trying to find them for ratio or below is insane.
I don't even care about that as much as I'd like my books to be cheaper than cover price. So I mean, I'm putting stuff in the queue for April and May and stuff like that, and I'm getting the 30 or 40% discount, that you'll getting stuff pre FOC and putting it in the queue. It's just silly. There's too many covers, too many crap books I buy that'll never be worth anything to pay even full cover price for most of it.
True. So. To go to comic book stores where I live, it has to be like a trip, like a day trip, because it's like 45 minutes to an hour to the nearest LCS. Dang. Even though there's one 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road, the guy sucks.
I still like going into a brick and mortar, and there's a lot of brick and mortars that when I'm back home in Pittsburgh, there's a lot of brick and mortars I love going back to.
But Pittsburgh LCSs are awesome. They're nice. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, out by me, so a lot of times I'm asking questions, and people just give me blank stares about like new stuff that's come out that week. I'm like, hey, do you have you have this 125? Do you have this? They just give me a blank stare. And I'm like, you do work here, right? So, I don't know.
But, yeah, and the LCS that's by me, he hardly orders B or C covers, doesn't order DC, doesn't order indies. It's all Marvel he orders.
If you use Third Eye, they let you get more than one incentive cover if they have it in stock. Just saying.
That's nice.
I'll keep an eye on that. The only thing with T4 is they don't always have the ratios up on FOC, and they pop up randomly.
Yeah.
You got to be like watching that site sometimes, waiting for that stuff to drop.
Does Third Eye bag and board as well?
Oh yeah.
For ship. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
Because I get all my stuff sent bagged and board because I'm lazy as all shit and I'm not getting a stack.
And they don't
like
charge you
bucks.
Extra because doesn't
That's
TFAW
nice,
charge you extra? Yeah, because
yes,
I remember that because I've used TFAW for years now as well, but I've started using Third Eye more just because like they don't charge you, they don't nickel and dime you over everything like TFAW does.
Yeah, and the shipping is a little pricey.
And like they ship it like that. It's not like when TFAW waits, you get it 3 weeks after it dropped. Like you'll have it the week of release from Third Eye.
I used to love doing the whole Wednesday before release date on Midtown Comics, but the last shipment was so banged up. I was like, no.
From
Midtown ship's very weird sometimes. The way they package and ship sometimes is interesting.
It was always bag and boarded, but they were all like corner things. I'm like, what the hell?
That stinks.
So I had to go to LCLs and pick up the books that were messed up. I didn't even care about calling and doing the whole thing, whatever.
AOA, I should be a secret partner since I'm out here getting them all this extra business. Sponsor me.
They get snatched really quick and no longer appear in search results.
Yeah, but either way, pre-order your books early. Get a discount.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we all buy way too many books. There's no reason not to be getting a discount because really, 90% of the books you're going to have are going to be worth less than cover price eventually anyway. So don't, if you can get a little bit of a discount, even if it helps, level off shipping
I
costs.
have a lot of those.
Worth it. Oh, I can
Yeah,
see
I'm
that.
about to send a big pre-screen of all these stupid ratios and Ultimate Spider-Man and Black Panther. See what happens. Then throw them up on.
See how many 9/9s you hit?
I'll take. I am sending in that Cobra Commander #1 foil, so that should come back at 9/9.
Yeah, with the stock on
Hopefully.
that, you should.
The only thing, freaking CGC doesn't even have shipping boxes anymore. They've been sold out of stock for like weeks.
Oh,
I
like
have-
those ones that they'll send to you.
Yeah, but then I realized they have like so many mailers and empty CGC boxes. I can just reuse those. I'll be doing that. Next up, Batman 142, the start of the Joker Year One, sells out, goes back to print. This is the second printing right here. It's the B cover, but not foil, and with the haha and the trade dress on it. So,
Yeah, it sells out just means that DC said I had X number, and now they don't have that number. But it doesn't mean every LCS sold out of it.
Yeah, it means that it's sold out from the distributor, but it's
Yeah.
still sitting on a shelf somewhere in a store. Yeah.
It's just it's rare that DC does second prints nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore. They seem to be getting into that groove.
Yeah,
they're always one always follows the other. DC will start to follow Marvel's lead, or Marvel will start to follow DC's lead, depending on what's moving and what's happening. And I don't know. I love the sweet spot of DC when they had regular cover, cardstock cover, which was only $1 more, and a 1 in 25. That was a nice set of things. It was like, if you really wanted to chill out for the 125, you found it and got it. The B cardstock covers were really nice. They had good artists on them. That was nice. It didn't break the bank. It was nice, but now everything's back to being a shit show.
Is anyone reading this?
Yeah. We ready? We're gonna review it later on in the show. It's actually really good for me. But next up, flaming hot covers for this new comic book day, which is the 14th, Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Some very hot covers, apparently. I think
it's a weird week this week. Honestly.
At number 9, we got Batman 143, which I was surprised that it came out so quick. The Qua variant. I like Qua.
Always something to look at and examine in a Qua cover. There's always little things like Catwoman up on the fire escape. There's always fun little things he puts in those covers.
Yeah, there's Mr. Freeze in the window on the left side. I really like this. There's Man Bat on the fire escape above.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaking detailed.
He always does crazy fun covers. It's like a Where's Waldo for covers when there's a Qua cover.
This is open ratio. It's a good cover. I like covers that are detailed, not just blank space everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have a little composed cover.
Yeah. At number 9, Displaced number 1, the 1 in 25 Sorrentino. I just look like her face is like a puzzle, and it's just like so cool.
What publisher is this from?
Displaced. Is it Boom? Might be Boom.
That would make sense. Boom always has great art and great covers, but God, their books are never worth shit. for the most part.
Yes, it's from Boom.
I haven't heard about this.
I'm gonna give it a read. It seems like they're popping out new series like every 3 weeks.
Well, that's indies. Yeah, that's what indies do. I mean, God, you could find 40,000 Scout titles, and then like half of them get option news on them, which pops them for a week or so, and then like.
They haven't made a DCU variant since 90.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought those stopped in the 90s.
Yeah, 96, 97. And I don't know which one was the last one. I have to look into that. I probably have it. Most likely. I'm only missing 35.
How many are there again altogether?
Last time I counted, I believe it was 544, maybe.
So you have over 500.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just single issues. That's not even counting the doubles.
Hard.
And I'm trying. Some of them are hard to find. People don't want to let them go.
So you should get the whole run and then just sell it listed for a ridiculous price on eBay of the full DCU run.
Yeah. I have so many that I have the only 9/8 on the census, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
Green Lantern #8, the Silver Sweater Weather variant.
At first, I liked this cover from far away, but then when I looked at it closely, I didn't like it as much. I don't know what it is.
Just look at the front. Don't look at the back.
Can't lie. I don't think I've liked any of the sweater weather variants.
Not even Superman and Lois.
No.
You didn't like that one?
No.
With his shirt open and her
am I reading a Superman comic, or am I reading like a fucking 40-year-old divorced wife like romance novel? Like,
yeah, like I said, I don't know. Like with this, when I first saw it from far away, I was like, oh, this would be interesting. But then when I looked at the art closer, I was like, yeah, I don't like it as much. I'm very torn on it.
Either people are going to hate this cover or like it. I don't think there's going to be a middle ground with this cover. So I'm outvoted 2-1. So
I'm not necessarily against it. I'm just kind of torn. I just kind of like it, kind of don't. It was kind of one of those things.
That's supposed to be Guy Gardner up front.
I've been trying to figure out who that's supposed to be.
I'm guessing.
Because if that's Hal up there on the slide.
Is that Jon Stewart behind Naomi?
I can't tell if that's a tan or.
Yeah, I can't tell either. That tends to be a problem as well. If I can't tell who the characters are.
Yeah. Next up, #7. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver #1, the Rose Besh variant.
This is one of the few books where I'm like, I really like the Virgin of this.
Yeah.
The Virgin looks really sharp because those colors that she uses are just really pop. And the trade dress is really dull with the red and silver. It clashes. It's one of those things where the Virgin, which I think is a 1 of 100, maybe.
Probably.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think the Virgin's the 1 of 100. The Virgin looks sharp. I mean, it's the same image, just without the trade dress. Truthfully, I went with the retailer exclusive. I went with the Art Adams.
Of course you did.
That was the anniversary frame one, right?
Yeah, they had two. They had the anniversary frame one, and they had a Virgin. So I just got the set. But that's just more because I'm an Art Adams fan, not necessarily thinking it's going to do anything. But out of these covers, yeah, the Besh Virgin is a pretty nice cover, and it's a somewhat more proportioned Besh.
Yeah, it's a
piece of artwork.
It's so small you can't even see it there. It's a 1 in 50.
Oh, 1 in 50.
There you go.
Yeah, see, I think the Virgin looks good.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't buy it as a 1 in 50, but it's.
Stop.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
I don't like
see,
Rose
anyway.
Besh that much to get a 1 in 50. I'll get this cover,
I
but not
like
the 1 in
Besh.
50.
I mean, I like Besh. I don't like everything that she does, but I like the color palette that she uses. And
Yeah.
say what you want, her stuff is unique in
Yeah.
terms of what she does in terms of covers. So
You know, like when she did that, was that a Harley Quinn New York Comic Con exclusive? Harley? Is that a Harley exclusive? Yeah, it was a Harley. Might have been MegaCon exclusive from UNS.
I believe she did some of the Supergirl World of Tomorrow B covers as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she had some. Did she do NYX? I think she had some NYX covers as well.
And she did those whole run of DC covers where she made them look like chibi
Yeah, that
miniature
was stupid.
characters.
I hated that. That kind of stuff. The really out of proportion stuff is.
Cute,
you want cute, you go buy a Scotty Young cover. Yeah, there's enough of that shit out there. But I don't know when she does stuff that's like real.
All for anime inspired covers.
Yeah.
Next up, Full House of X #2, the 1 in 50 Harvey Virgin variant. There aren't too many Kitty Pryde covers I like, but I really like this one as a ninja assassin.
I like all Kitty Pryde covers. So I've always been a big Kitty Pryde fan.
And they finally made Kitty Pryde a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they started that in what Marauders. They started making her a badass.
I didn't like the whole pirate get up for her. I like the idea of them going around the world saving mutants, but does she have to wear a pirate coat?
Mm-hmm. Everyone has their bad outfit stage.
True, very true.
Every character. God, look at Rogue when she first came out. That god awful get up between the haircut and the outfit was awful.
Mm-hmm.
Just take her to an Indigo Girls concert.
They got their glow ups.
When they did with Professor X, he's walking around with that stupid helmet all the time. That was
Professor X is the worst. He's the biggest asshole. He's almost as big of an asshole as Cyclops.
Hey, not an asshole. He's just misunderstood.
Same thing.
Number 5. Blade, number 8, the 1 in 25 Villa Lobos variant.
This was another one I was kind of torn on. I love Lobos. I do. A lot of his stuff is starting to feel very Hughesy.
I like this cover. Then I saw the hand. I'm like, look at that hand. Does he have fingers? Or is it just a nub?
I think it's chop. Chop.
Yeah, I haven't. Villa Lobos is very hit or miss for me. He has been for a while.
I enjoy when he does Zetascope covers. I buy those up left and right. He does some cool, just straight up on white background Zetascope covers, which are great. Some of his composed stuff, some of the Wonder Woman stuff that he did recently was fun. There's another Wonder Woman coming out that's pretty good. I
like when his covers are busy. I like when he actually does backgrounds, and he's been doing a lot of these no background character things, and I'm just like, okay, snooze. Like,
well, it's probably easier to pump out and all the
100%.
But sheesh,
his Christmas cover was fun with Wonder Woman. That was nice.
Yeah,
kind of fun composed, even though it was almost the same background as the X-Men ratio that he did as well. If you hold those books together,
instead of demons, it was elves or whatever.
It's a little close in terms of composition.
Yeah, like, and it's nothing against him, because like that's how I feel about like Nakayama. Like, Nakayama does 100%. The same thing. He just does a character and it's a hard color background or something, and I'm like, yo, like
they're walking. They're walking on a solid background.
That's what all of his covers like this remind me of, and I'm just like, all right, this is not like.
Yeah.
No.
Let me see how this is doing. What's it doing pre New Comic Book Day on eBay? Blade 8, 125 logos. How if this goes over a ratio?
It'll probably go over rate. A lot of stuff goes over ratio pre-sale for pre-order.
Yeah,
If it
I
has a
could
little
see
bit
this
of a
going up to
buzz.
like 35 or something.
Yeah, and then I can also see it going right back down to about 15 in 2
Yeah.
weeks after it comes out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's why I've just anymore. It's like if I get lucky and get something under ratio that I really like, I'm okay with it. If not, and I miss it, I'm just like, I'll wait. And if it ends up being something that never comes down, so be it. I got other books.
I don't see any copies of this on eBay up for sale. So this might be under the radar for some people. Oh, I see one. One sold for $37.
Yeah. So see, yeah.
3
See if it
days
goes
ago.
any higher.
It was the
about right.
UK.
People always try
It's
to poach.
UK, so it's $25 in shipping also.
Yeah, in boxed and padded in a cereal box. That's coming.
Oh, shipping was $10.
Oh wow, that might be
Shocking.
the cheapest shipping I've ever seen from the UK.
Yeah.
Now
Look
it's
at
really
that.
coming in the cereal box.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
from Sad Lemon.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. It's not coming in
Oh,
the cereal box.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
it's legit retailer there.
okay. So
But
that's
yeah,
not bad for shipping.
Everyone's going to try to take their pound of flesh, trying to pre-sell you ratios,
Mm-hmm.
because they can. If they know they're coming in hand and they're going to have them, especially if it's a larger retailer that is going to be getting these cheap.
This does feel like it should be
gouge
part
you.
of a connecting cover, though. Like
Yeah.
Jeff says.
Yeah, I wonder
But-
if there's was it Blood War or whatever the hell series is coming. Wonder if there'll be
Bloodlines? No.
Yeah.
Something with vampires and blood.
something with blood, some kind of blood.
Yeah,
shit.
number 4. Vengeance of Moon Knight number 2, the 1 in 25 Manahini
I do
variant.
I do like the horizontal
Mm-hmm.
covers sometimes. They don't do them that much, but when they do them, sometimes it's fun. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
This one is actually good compared to some of them they've come out with.
Hunter's Moon's a little jacked in the head area there. I don't know whether he was dropped on his head as a child, but
Mm-hmm.
I do
That's
like
not
the
bad.
use of purple. I do like this purple that you got going on.
I have
Big
so
fan of-
much. I have so much Moon Knight. It never goes anywhere. He
Blood
just,
Hunt.
you had one pop. You had one pop on it for the TV show where everything went a little crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and now it's just kind of like, it's a shame.
Number 3,
Good character and good series.
Penthouse Comics number 1,
That's my choice.
the Bernison variant.
I like this. This is one of my favorite of the covers. I ordered all of them because I'm weird like that.
Yeah, we know. It's common knowledge now, Joe.
But like I said, you go back to old Penthouse Comics. You got good artists that used to put art. Adam Hughes used to do Penthouse Comics stuff all the time. You get a lot of young artists who are up and comers, and you get a lot of really good artists that don't do a lot of mainstream stuff that will put art and stuff in these and do covers and stuff like that. There's a great The Call cover. There's a nice Not Safe for Work Del Rey cover. There's a nice Aspinwall cover. There's good covers in this. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a run, see how it is, and we'll see. But I mean this is specifically cover buys for me.
Yeah.
I do like
terms of these
the tube socks. Reminds me of the 70s.
Yeah, it's a bubblegum cover, so for all you bubblegummers out there, it's
Joe's nightmare is a black light night. So weird.
oh boy.
Ah.
Truthfully, the worst thing for this thing is egg yolk. Egg yolk is the worst.
Oh, jeez.
It is.
And hot wings. My friend had a beard, and his beard used to be red after he was done eating.
I can work. I can seem to work through hot wings, but fried eggs, the yolk, it's hard.
Red Sonja number 4, the 1 in 25. Panosian variant.
My other pick, Panosian's covers on Savage Red Sonja. This is Savage Red Sonja 4. There's a trade just version of this as well if you just like the art and want to spend $3 to pick up the book. But his covers on this have been so good. All his work recently has been really, really good. So
yeah, this cover is really nice. I really liked it when I saw it.
And five is even better for Red Sonja 5 Notion cover. So yeah, it's been a good series with really, really good art. So I don't know. There's always every few years a good run where an artist is doing covers on all of the Sonja books, and it just like Frizen's cover run that she had, it becomes a very collectible thing down the line. So
yeah, I can see this. This is one of the better covers that I've seen for Red Sonja. That wasn't just a cheesecake cover.
Well, almost all of his covers for the series haven't really been cheesecake type covers, and they've all been really, really phenomenal.
Nice. And the number 1 cover for this week. Spider-Gwen Smash number 3, the 1 in 25 Yagawa.
I had to pull this. This is a sleeper. This is a sleeper because this series is the biggest pile of shit that I've ever read in my life. And I don't know, now that we're on issue 3, I don't know what store is buying 25 covers of the A cover, and unless they're just buying them to burn them so that they can get the 1 in 25. I don't know, because the book itself is absolute trash, but this is a sleeper dazzler cover.
Yeah, it was a rough issue. 1 was rough to read.
It was bad. Yeah. I mean, it was. I take that back. It was fine if you're a 13-year-old girl who likes to read comics, and there's an audience for that, and that's fine. I'm not going to knock that. It ain't for me. But 1 in 25 ratios aren't for 13-year-old girls. So. And there's a reason a lot of the youth and child-based comic titles sit in an LCS and never sell.
Yeah.
So
that's for Miles and Spidey.
But that's Miles is an all ages reader, because you'll get people my age that'll pick up a Miles book and read it, and there's young kids that'll read it as well. This really felt like, okay, I'm definitely not the audience for this book. definitely not. It wasn't like I could pick this up and read it, and it might not be my thing, but it's still a good read. No, this was not for me. But again, it's a ratio on a book that's probably, it doesn't have but does the robust kid section move AOA? I've gone in and found like High Republic Adventures and stuff like that are the more kids focused books on the kid section in spinner racks and LCSs, and they're there week after week after week, and you scan through and go, oh, here's last month's, here's the month before's, same number of copies.
They're still there because Dom stopped buying them. Next up,
it'll be interesting. Okay. I'm excited about this one though. I'm excited to see where it moves on this.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a heavily picked up book.
Or
people going to sleep on it and realize, oh, wait, I missed this, and go scramble to get it. Are you saying, Josh?
I said I like it. I think it's, just so you know, yes, I am mad scrolling Google right now, and I can tell you, good luck trying to find a copy, because
it's not going to be.
I don't think it's in stock anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, and some of it's probably not in stock because people bought it, and others is just people probably underordered the title and just didn't get the ratio. So.
I'll have to check Midtown at some point.
What do they call that? Death scrolling? I'm death scrolling right now.
I did that once. I realized they canceled my Adam Hughes X-23 cover from Midtown. I was like, what? I was like, no.
I'm still. I want the Dan Panosian, the Power Girl 6 125, which has been my favorite Power Girl cover I found so far, and I was just having trouble finding it anywhere.
Wow.
So
I can tell you that it's sold out at Midtown.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I've been to like a few websites already, and it's not in stock in any of them. So.
Oh, jeez. You know what that means?
It's a good Dazzler cover. There's
like even
Dazzler or cover buys. You know,
even the eBay Google listings, like they're all not active.
Oh, damn.
And you don't get too many. You don't get too many ratios on a Dazzler book.
Look at this. We have wait, where is it? There we go. $52. This is sold what 3 days ago? 44, 43, 191. Well, for a set ABC and 125.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
What the hell?
I told you. I can pick winners every now and then.
Yeah, I think this is going to be hot.
It's a great Dazzler cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's on a shit title. It's just like the Marvel. Marvel Tales used to do that too. You would get these crappy Marvel Tales books that they would put out, those little one shots where they would drop an A cover and a 1 in 25. Everyone would sleep on it, and they'd stick a 1 in 25 that would be a great cover in there, and it would always be underordered, and it would be hard to find.
I've been picking up the 1 in 25s of this because they've been done by Torque.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I picked up issue 1 and 2, and then for some reason, I just didn't even think about this one, and I'm like, oh, now it's not Torque, and I really like it.
Yeah. Series like this are always weird because, like I said, after that first issue, I was like, if any person our age was picking that up and actually opening up the covers.
No, I read the first issue and
so it didn't surprise me that like the A and B cover or whatever of this would have just kind of fallen off in terms of orders at most else.
Yeah, it's just cover only.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. You have LCS that does ratios? You might want to walk into LCS on Wednesday, see if they have this stock.
Yeah.
Because it seems like this is might be the hot cover of the week.
It might.
Nobody's, like Joe said, nobody's ordering 25 copies of Spider-Gwen Smash #3.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's bigger stores that do, but most small LCSs, I doubt, are loading up on 25 copies of this.
No.
Just to take a random flyer on a Dazzler
But at the same time, we do have to realize that they're printing a set amount of these. Like, it doesn't matter, like it's not like they wait and they're like, oh shit, okay, we got to print up 25 of these. Like, they're printing up.
Yeah, that's how they show up in Walmart mystery packs.
Yeah, like they have to be like printing at least. I mean, I don't know. I don't run a print shop, so I don't know, but I would think they would have to be printing at least 500 or more of these to make it not lose money.
Yeah.
They'll just sit in the distributor until they do their dumps at the end of the year, and
just like
all the retailers get to buy them for 10 cents a piece.
Yeah, just like those Thor 1 in 500s that showed up in those Walmart packs.
Yeah,
and the Spider-Man 1 in 1000s.
Yeah,
was it 1 in 1000s for Spider-Man?
That was a crazy time.
Yeah,
those were insane times.
I pulled a couple 1 in 100s out of those Walmart packs.
I never got shit that was worth anything out of those Walmart packs. It was very disappointing.
I
That's
got all
sad.
the Ruby covers.
I think I got.
Oh yeah,
I think I got an
Okay.
Eternals 1 in 25. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this other than throw it away?
I pulled a 1 in 100 Peach Momoko design,
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
and then a blank cover, and I think those were either 1 in 100s or I can't remember.
The blue Thor I thought were 1 in 500s. The blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts. They just got to unload your dead stock somewhere. So
What the hell's going on here?
Oh yeah, back to death scrolling.
No, this.
Distracted.
Who's asking $485 for that cover?
it's a recalled.
I feel like wasn't that what people were
Yeah,
asking for when it
that was
first dropped?
Yeah, it was like 300. Yeah, this is the Walmart pack exclusive.
Yeah,
You get a 9.8 for 170.
Bro,
I have this one in a 9.8.
It's just like legit nowhere.
Jeez. Wow. People really? Huh. I had to put my Ruby up.
yeah. The only Ruby book I have is the one that has Zatanna on the cover.
Moving on to play at your own risk. Some video games. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts released in 2002 for the PlayStation 2 for 9.8 CGC 9.8 over $300.
I love that
Greatest
game.
hits.
Yeah, greatest hits.
Yeah, it's not even the original; it's the greatest hits.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I still one of these days we need to sit down and figure out these grading systems for both games and especially for VHSs as well.
Yeah,
I just don't understand all the ins and outs of some of this stuff for the grading is interesting.
Yeah, because I have a few unopened PS4 games laying around somewhere, and then I have this still unopened.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they stopped making these.
I have a few unopened Switch games.
I got pissed off because my kids have 3 Switches. They got 2 of the small ones and one of the bigger ones.
Oh, the mini.
Yeah, I got 2 of the minis that we take in the car and stuff like that, and they got one of the bigger ones just to so they have a bigger screen to screw around with. And the games never get cheaper.
No. Oh no.
I was just like,
It's
kept going back
ridiculous.
every Christmas. I'm like, oh,
More
we'll get a few
expensive.
games, and I was like, why is this game still the same price?
I even have this, and I don't know why I have this or why I bought this, but I bought this.
What is that?
It is called Smelter.
I like the art.
By Red Art Games, but it's like one of the big collector type.
Oh, cool.
So this is something I bought. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm buying this, but
You know what the game is about.
yeah, I know what the game's about. Like I watched trailers about it and stuff like that.
It's sealed and there's something in its panties on the cover. It'll sell.
Yeah.
This makes me want to look in. This
I'm
makes me want to
surprised
look
it's not
into.
going for more.
I want to see how. I want to check into the other greatest hits, PlayStation 2 greatest hits games. What are they selling for? Because this sold for $300. What's the original selling for? Also, I had to check that.
It would be interesting to see. I know the video game market has definitely come down from where it was riding like insanely.
Oh yeah, some of those prices
way
were
too close to the sun.
Yeah, it was a little nuts. It's not
very
it's not sneakers.
with controversy and illegal activities.
Just
that's every hobby.
They're laundering of money.
We got Kingdom Hearts 2, released in 12/05, sold for $250. WADA certified 9.2.
That case looks like what you buy it in, so that you don't steal it at the store.
It does. From Blockbuster.
Wait, and what grade was the CGC?
A 9.8.
With a seal
The
of
original.
A+.
Yeah, the original Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, okay.
I wonder if grading companies. I wonder if CGC group. Which I gotta find out what grading companies carry a premium when it comes to grading video games.
I thought WADA
Probably.
was one of the big
Well,
ones.
WADA was the big
Yeah.
one, but I don't know if they still are after all that, because
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
like what the whole controversy was about, was WADA and Heritage and collusion.
Yeah, it's a weird, dirty world.
Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably two of the biggest PlayStation 2 games behind Grand Theft Auto and Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I loved those games.
I used to
Kingdom Hearts.
play SOCOM all the time. That was about all I played.
It is so calm. My friends played that game so much.
Oh, I was in a clan for a long time, and that's probably the last time I like religiously played video games, because it was the first thing I ever played that had a headset and I had friends on and stuff.
Kingdom Hearts is stupid and amazing at the same time.
It's so amazing. It's Disney Final Fantasy. Like,
It is. Next up, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney released for the Nintendo DS.
Awesome.
We got a VGA 990 plus, sold for $400.
I'd crack that
I
up
never
and play
even
that game.
heard of this game.
Yeah, you're pretty much a lawyer. It's one of Capcom's bigger franchises. It's huge in Japan.
Yeah, there's probably some weird games you could find that, like.
A lawyer sim.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's made by Capcom, so there's a lot of Perry Mason moments in this. It was a fun game. They have it for other systems now.
I'm sure you can find it on an emulator somewhere.
Yep, I have it. Released in 2001. GameCube for the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion. WADA 9.0 sold for $660.
That's crazy.
Don't GameCube games normally do pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of them do.
And what is
I
it?
love Luigi's
Dreamcast
Mansion.
games. A lot of the fighting games for Dreamcast do insanely well. The few that they made.
I bought is it the third one? Is there 3 of these now? Or
Luigi's
2?
Mansion?
I don't know. I bought whatever one the newest one for the Switch is, but I haven't played it yet. But I'm excited to play it because I like this game.
And in case anybody's wondering, the score at halftime: 49ers 10, the Chiefs 3.
Another barn burner like most Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Contra 3 Alien War.
Nice.
Release for what? What did these slides?
Could you still use the code in Contra 3?
Release for, I believe, Super Nintendo. Then I have to talk to my my person that does my video game slides for me.
Super Nintendo, Wii, and Game Boy.
Actually, probably was.
I don't know.
I remember Contra Alien.
I don't
It might have been
remember it
released
on
for Game
Wii.
Boy, but Wii.
Yeah, I
We
can
never-
imagine.
we-
this
I'm
being
gonna have
never-
to check.
Wii.
We never had any fun games that were
This would be a little aggressive for the
shooter
Wii.
games.
Contra? Was Contra released for the Wii? Looking. Oh, it was Contra Rebirth.
What?
Wow.
What? Yeah, it was called Contra Rebirth.
I might have.
Oh,
It's
so,
released
well,
in-
so it's not this game.
It looks like it's a. Oh God. What is this? Actually, it is. It's a remake of
Oh,
Alien
wow.
Wars.
I
Yeah.
got. I gotta get my Wii. I gotta get my Wii working now.
Now you got to apologize
Find
to
it.
your guy.
Yeah, I gotta apologize to my media guy. Here's a little screenshot. Wow, who would have thunk it? Guess he was right. It was also released for the Wii and Game Boy. 9.2 sold for $1,500.
That's fair for a Super Nintendo game, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't-
It's like what is it? Because then what does a 9.8 sell for if there was ever a 9.8? Like,
yeah.
I love this game. This game was awesome on Super Nintendo.
I don't know.
That's when you used what they called it? The stupid it was a special feature that they used for F-Zero. Anyway, but this game was amazing. I wish I still would have had this. I would have sold this, get rid of it, and bought a Silver Age DC book.
I don't know. I'm waiting for some warehouses of sealed like video games to pop up somewhere.
I have to sell all my kids Skylanders. I bought him so many of them over so many years. I have a couple that are worth $300-400, but
they do. I almost downloaded a pressure washer like sim the other day on Xbox.
I was literally looking for new games to play on my PSVR 2, and they have a job simulator. I'm like, wait, what? Why do I want to simulate working?
Yeah.
What? Like what? No. I don't want to hop on VR just to work. All right, moving on. You can look at some rare and hard to find variants. We got Fearless Defenders issue number 1, the 1 in 50, released in 2013. Raw copy of this last sold in November of last year for $120 and 9.8. Sold October last year for $349.
Maybe it's just me, Josh. You scan the interwebs a lot too. There was a period about 2 to 3 months ago where there seemed to be a large amount of Milo Manara covers popping up on eBay. All of these Marvel covers that Milo Manara did, it's like for a while you didn't find them very often, and then all of a sudden there just seemed to be a ton that kept popping up. But I love all of them. I'm a big Milo Manara fan. But
there's like one person that had all of them.
There's Italian ones of these, and I think they're virgins. They're sweet.
Are they Panini?
Yeah, they're done by Panini.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have.
I've never seen a version of this.
I have Milo's.
I think
Milo's
don't quote me on that, but all right. Because there's like 6 of these covers that are like this, and I think they're all done by Panini. I don't think they have the trade dresses on them.
Yeah, and the Wasp is probably the most famous one. So. I still love the X-Women cover. It's always a good one.
Marvel Now was so good. Next, we have Vampirella issue number 1, the 1 in 35. Michael Turner variant from 2013. The last time a raw copy sold was in 2022 for $600, and a 9.8 sold in 2018.
Turner collector's still out there.
Yep. They're holding on to these.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a nice Vampirella cover.
Yep. Next up, we got Amazing Daredevil, issue number 1, the 1 in 50 Malie variant from 2011. Last sold August of last year for $215, 9.8. July of last year for $282.
I like Malieve a lot. He doesn't get enough credit.
I really like this cover a lot.
The stuff that he does with Bendis is always good.
I apologize for any music you hear in the background. People are celebrating Super Bowl right now. If you can hear that music, I apologize for that. Next up, we got Harbinger Wars, issue number 4, the 1 in 50 Persia variant from 2013. Last time it sold raw was in 2019 for $190, and a 9.8 sold for $399 back in 22, and a 9.4 sold for $30 in 2023, and a 9.0 sold for $13.
I was burned by Valiant in the 90s. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, I didn't touch Valiant. I didn't go near Valiant in the 90s at all.
No,
I did because it was in the heat of everything. And I used to go to cons when I was in my teens and stuff like that all the time. And the stuff was just coming out, it wasn't a matter of overspending. It was just a matter of it was everywhere. Covers everywhere. Like, everyone needs like 7 copies or 15 copies or 40 copies of Turok. It's just, you need to have them. But yeah, I was like, never again. Never and ever again. But they're good books. They're actually decent books in terms of readers.
Nice.
It has a cool cover.
Yeah, I like this cover. Little zen going on in the middle. Next up, Deadpool, Barker from Mouth, issue number 1, the McGinnis variant. From 2009. Last sold. Raw was 150 in 2023. There's no record of a 9.8 selling of this that I could find. A 9.6 sold for 190 back in 2022.
There's a lot of great Deadpool
I
covers.
do like this. Bite me.
I never really got into any of the Deadpool titles that much, but
yeah,
it did have some really good covers.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a few variants, and I've never collected any Deadpool series. I never got into the Deadpool hype.
I think I got the Pretty Woman homage cover. It's nice. I miss the old black and whites that they used to do a lot more often.
Yeah,
on variant covers.
No, just throw foil on it and call it a day.
Yeah.
Now we get to little review of the comics. Batman 142. Joker Year 1 Part 1. What'd you think of this show?
I didn't even, I skimmed it. I didn't get through many books at all this week. I was stuck with work. So I was stuck. I'm not, do we need it? No.
Will it sell books?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like Chip. I like Chip. I like the way Chip writes. I don't know. I've kind of fallen off of Batman titles in general. It just kind of bored me.
It was pretty much basically them retelling Joker's story, falling to acid. They finally made that his definitive origin, and it shows a young
for now
Jim Gordon fighting corruption in the station. Joker just going mad after falling into, this is right after, if you didn't read Batman Year 1, is it Year 1?
Yeah.
If you didn't read Batman Year 1, this picks up right after that, pretty much. So it's a good read if you're reading Batman.
It's a gap filler. In terms of story. Yeah. If you were a fan of Batman Year 1, read this as a gap filler, and it fill some pieces in around that time.
Some good artwork, some Joker being Joker.
It's a solid. It's a solid book.
Yeah, I found it funny when he put makeup on and tried to be normal. He couldn't help himself. He really couldn't.
So did Jack Nicholson.
True. Next book that was Thundercats #1.
I couldn't get past the art on the inside.
My God, the art was so bad.
I remember when you shared the pictures.
Yeah. I don't know what they were going for. Tiger and that mustache. Chitara looks fine. Even Wily Cat looks okay. But the artwork in this was just so bad.
I like the Lion-O right there just because he's very anime. So
yeah, you said
he's shaped.
It reminds me of what was it? Cyborg 007 or 9. I don't know if you ever seen that anime. It had the same type of hair.
Oh, okay.
Whole like Ghetto Robo, and all that type of style.
Yeah.
It's Dynamite. I just don't expect people to open the covers.
Yeah, it was some panels that were okay. Then you got panels like this. Like, why? You know,
Yeah,
it pretty much retold the story. If you watch the cartoon, it retold the story of how they came to Earth from Dundera and stuff. You know, if you're familiar with the series.
it's not that the art was awful. It's just it felt like the art was done by 4 different people, which makes it a little weird reading a book sometimes when the art style changes, or you can tell it's different artists doing this or that. It just, I don't know, just throws off the continuity of being able to get into a story and read it.
Yeah. So, you know, if you read this for nostalgia, maybe I am curious to see what happens because it was a twist at the end that I wasn't expecting. So,
Well,
unless
Yeah,
probably,
you'll have to let us know if the art gets any better.
yeah.
I
Well,
definitely will.
what
We
you
will
had
be-
you had 72 covers of this. You'll probably have 50 covers of issue 2 or variants for issue 2. So
Stores went crazy on this.
yeah,
Only
and
ones I
they'll probably say, isn't it? Aren't they second printing it as well?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they will. I don't think they announced it yet, but
I try to
as you
remember
saw
whether
from
Dynamite normally doesn't do second prints that often.
these are
Because-
my two favorite. The one on the left is a store variant, and the other one was a
5 and tell.
one in 50, 1 in 100
I like the
version.
Chitara in it, but when you look down at Lino,
Yeah,
Ivan Tao
don't-
has a very
Yeah.
distinct style.
He's missing
yeah.
his dentures.
Yeah.
That's literally what he looks like. He looks like when you see the people and they forgot to put their dentures in. It's like
it should have been a Virgin Chitara cover. They should
Yeah.
have added the other Thundercats in there.
Yeah. And the final book that we looked at this week, Ultimate Black Panther #1.
It's starting something.
It was it was faster paced than Ultimate Spider-Man 1 for me.
Yeah.
There was
I'll give you that
there was
much.
it went from 0 to oh shit really fast. It was a good first issue.
Yeah, they're laying a decent foundation for whatever way they're gonna end up moving through it, but that's fine. I'll give the whole Ultimate universe some time to get a few more
Yeah.
issues out there and congeal a little
Mhm.
bit and figure what they're going to do with it. But yeah, it's a decent start.
Yeah. Did you read it, Josh?
no, I'm a slacker. I didn't read.
We know that.
I didn't read anything this week. Like I still got to read the new Green Lantern issue 4 and
Yeah.
some other stuff that I think came out this week. So I'm just behind.
Yeah, I've been
It's
organizing.
a good starting point for new fans to meet the characters, and they laid out what's going on and little
Yeah.
turmoil between T'Challa and Shuri.
Let's see how much time Marvel gives them to
Develop.
build this universe.
You know, you get Killmonger and a lightning cameo of Storm. So hopefully this pans out, this Ultimate Universe.
Boss Logic covers are great in this series, so that's always nice.
Yeah. Next up,
That'll help carry those books too into the next couple issues as well, because the Boss Logic covers are really good.
take a look at some sales of Silver and Golden Age books.
Yay.
Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #6,
Got
1968,
that bad boy.
CPC 9.4. White pages sold for
Somewhere?
$432.
Yeah, I got that bad boy floating around here somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
Show and tell.
There we go. Mine's not as nice. Mine's a 9.2.
Nice. Still up
Yeah.
there.
I love and it's just a matter of I love Steranko.
Yeah.
So when I can find a relatively decent graded book for a reasonable price,
Yeah.
There was,
pick it up.
there was some good sales this week on the last month has been really good for silver and golden age sales
And this
all
was
around.
and the for especially for Golden Age this week, that's secondary because there was that February 8th auction on Heritage.
Mhm.
Yeah, normally they do the Sunday through Wednesday thing, but they had a separate Golden Age auction on February 8th on Thursday, which had some nice stuff in it. A lot of good Golden Age Batman.
I love this cover. I love space covers.
All
From
the Nick Fury
Silver Age.
Agent of Shield covers, all those early Steranko covers are gold. I don't know why people don't just stack these things left and right because they're often homaged covers. This cover was homaged in Moonman in that Moonman series that just came out. There was an homage cover for this. So like I said, Steranko, I don't know. He's probably gonna outlive me. He's still doing the concert. It's like 300. But I mean, there's going to be a point where he's not going to be around, and I mean, his big boy books, like X-Men 50 and stuff like that, they're big key books, and they're very recognizable books. And a lot of times these books fall under the radar, and you can find them cheap sometimes.
Yeah,
stack them up when you can.
How old is he?
I don't know. He has to be in his mid 80s at least, possibly late 80s.
He's like
he looked old in the 60s when he was doing.
He's 85. Yeah. He's 85.
Like the Ric Flair of the wrestling world, except for comics.
He's 85. Yeah, so he's up there.
One of the most recognizable signatures in the business on the books.
Next up, Movie Comics #2 from 1939, page 6.5, cream to off-white pages sold for $1,080.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that magazine
DC
size?
Comics.
Yeah, it might have been magazine size.
Yeah, looked like it was magazine size.
Magazine slabs are such a pain in the ass. They're so big.
I
got one because I had to get something that was slabbed already because it was a Lee Marvin cover on a magazine.
Just buy a magazine short box for it.
Yeah, but I don't have then I'm gonna have to start buying slab magazines, and then I'm gonna feel like a real jerk because I'm gonna spend way too much money on slab.
I'll show you this box I just bought.
Nice.
Yeah, these movie comics back then, and it was a natural color. 64 pages.
This is
it's one of those little collapsibles.
So yeah, it's like a collapsible one. It's really nice. It's got like a whole Velcro top to it and all that stuff. Cause like I have a CG like a CGC one, and those are like $35 a pop. I got these for $18 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do something. I have bookshelves with regular size magazines, not slabbed, but I'm sure I could throw a few slabs in and mix them up with my regular stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because there's so many good Eerie and Creepy and Vampirella and all that stuff that has some really good art on it. Of people that are just not recognized the way they should be in the industry.
Next up, we got Superboy 68 from 1958, a CGC 6.0. First appearance of Bizarro for $1,200. That seems way cheap.
I believe that set a high. I think
really
for a 6.0, yeah.
Huh.
It's in decent shape for a 6.0. I love the cover. I love Bizarro. It's one of my favorite DC characters.
Yeah,
and people forget a lot of times. It's like, it was in a Superboy book.
Bizarro story. I think part 2 comes out this week of the Bizarro storyline.
The Jason Aaron, the Action Comics one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Superboy. Like, I don't know The only title that gets less love than two titles, I guess. Lois Lane doesn't get the love it deserves, and of course Jimmy Olsen doesn't. Jimmy Olsen.
There's only
doesn't
what two key issues in those books.
Yeah.
There's like what, 1 or 2 Lois Lane covers I know of that like actually go for like decent money, because isn't there's the one where she's like on the witch broom, like the Halloween cover.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some winners in there in terms of
Catwoman.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, those 2 books were what, top 5 selling books when they were being published back then. People loved those books.
Oh, they were Silver Age. I mean, we look at print numbers now, but like that's a lot of books. You don't even know how many of these things they were getting printed. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many were getting printed. Because like every newsstand on a corner had stacks of comic books.
I can't lie. I can't stand a lot of DC Silver Age covers just because they're so like silly to me. Like
a lot of them are. There are a lot of
silliest things going on, and I'm like, really? Like
that's what makes them special.
I'm a huge Murphy Anderson fan, so a lot of the mystery and space stuff with Adam Strange I love, because I love the space covers. Are always fun. But yeah, there's some campy stuff that appears on a lot of these books.
Next up,
throwing rocks at him.
Frankenstein. Showcase 55 from 1965. No, the extra 2. CGC 9.2 off white. The white pages sold for $13.20.
There's your first Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, first Silver Age one. This Solomon Grundy is my favorite DC villain, and I would love to get a copy of this book. I just grabbed it because it's right next to me, but I have the Mexican.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a 6.0, but yeah, I have that's like one of my prized possessions.
Yeah, it's a good book, and again, Showcase doesn't get the love it deserves either. In terms of some of the books that are in this Showcase run, there's a handful that do, but there's some weird, fun books in there that kind of go under the radar.
Yeah, that's a good book. It's one of my books I plan to pick up in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or you're forking over 20,000+ for his Golden Age.
Yeah,
first appearance.
Yeah, first silver is fun searches to go for Silver Age appearances, because like you said, the Golden Age stuff, I love Golden Age stuff. I have Golden Age stuff, but you're talking rarefied air in terms of shelling out that much money for something.
Yeah, I would love his first Golden Age appearance, but it's never going to
happen. Next up, All American Comics 45 from 1942, a CGC 8.0, so for $15.60.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
For Golden Age and an 8.
8.0 white page.
Yep, you're getting some good Green Lantern. Pretty clean for the white tops on those.
Yeah.
Kind of those white cream tops.
Yeah, white pages on a freaking Golden Age.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, clean. Seems like a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. If I can find something 6.0 and above Golden Age, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. So 8.0 is nice.
Next up, Boy Commandos number 5, 9.0 from 1943, sold for $3,840. This was from a pedigree, Edgar Church, Mile High.
Yeah, there was another Boy Commandos that sold too this week at auction. I think it was the first Quilt Man, but yeah, it's one of those kind of off titles that that sells better than one would think it would sell for the title.
That is some bad artwork, and his face is horrible.
There's some cool covers on some of the Boy Commandos books, though.
Yeah.
There's some fun Golden Age art on there. And pedigrees were always nice too.
Yeah. Oh, it's Joe Simmons and Jack Kirby covering art. I would never even thought this was Jack Kirby.
Yeah, you're a Jack Kirby hater now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail now.
You'd be surprised some of the stuff Kirby pops up on.
Teenage Romances number 12
Ooh,
from St. John Publication, 1950, CGC 3.5, off-white pages, sold for $5,520.
Baker.
Yeah.
Matt Baker.
That's all you got to say.
Yep.
That's all you got to say.
It's amazing the money Baker commands. I love Baker, and I love Golden Age stuff. Man, sometimes it's hard to track down who's doing the cover work on some of these, because Baker does interiors on a ton of the books and stuff like that. A lot of times you get interior Joe Dolan, Matt Baker, all these artists, and you're like, okay, but who did the cover?
Yeah, these St. John's romance books always go for
some
a decent chunk of change. Yeah,
and that's big for 3.5.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. It's a clean cover, though. I mean, it's for a 3.5. That looks nice. Very, very clean.
Yeah, it's not all ripped
Staples
up.
intact.
Yeah, you only got a little bit of writing up the top. The cover's intact.
Is it what off-white pages? I wonder if you could. I bet you could probably even crack that, and because it looks like the spine is.
It's just like
rolled. I mean, if you fix that, man, you can bump that up.
Yeah, 4, a 5.
Yeah,
maybe
even a 4.
Yeah, there has to be some interesting things on the back of that that kept it at a 3.5, because that cover's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Wild Desires makes me love blind.
But yeah, Baker always commands premium.
Last book on this Market Watch. Superman number 9 from 1941, CGC 8.0, off-white to white pages, sold for $7,200.
I didn't know how I felt about this. I almost felt it was a little low.
I feel like it's cheap.
Because it's such an iconic cover. And it's an 8. Cheap. It's an 8. It's an iconic cover. It's such early Superman.
And it's
Oh, that was one of Golden Age Guru's books.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they do that. They do that custom.
Not
it's
a
not
pedigree,
like a pedigree, provenance type thing. Seems cheap though. I mean, 1941, 8.0, Superman 9. I mean, I don't know.
Classic costume.
It's just it's such an iconic classic cover. I mean,
I can't believe it went for so low.
Him with the bald eagle on his arm.
I love that cover.
And Superman 1, or sorry, Action 1, but it's I don't know. I was surprised. I mean, it's still a good chunk of change, but you don't get these books at this grade that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'd be curious to know how many 8.0s there are, and then how many there are higher on this.
Yeah, you got a census handy, Bruce?
Hold on. See. Because I don't know, Josh, if you saw it. I posted a what was it? WoW Comics. It was like an 8.0 with Captain Marvel Jr. I was lucky to get that for like $100 and some.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that. Yeah.
And I love Fawcett stuff. If
And
I had the money, I would be buying more Fawcett stuff, but it's a dangerous road to go down because there's so much. Yeah, it does feel
What we got here? 1941 Superman. Oh. Sure. There we go. You guys see that?
No.
Barely.
Was this a screen for ants?
There
you go.
Okay, so there's 9.
So there's 4.
9 above it.
Oh no, wait, yeah, where am I at?
Yeah, 9 above it.
I'm not going to count the restoreds, but universals, you got 385s, 390s, 392s, and then nothing above that.
Wow.
Yeah. So not a whole lot.
No, for a title like this too.
Yeah.
It's one thing when it's a like a rare a romance novel,
241 total,
or something like that. But
yeah, it's interesting. It just makes you think because there's a lot of crazy Superman collectors out there, but like, I guess there's only so many that have that kind of money.
Yeah, and there's a lot of books. A lot of comic books were burned back then, during the war, right? I believe.
They all had painful subscription creases straight down the middle of them as well,
or thrown in the garbage. While parents threw their kids' comics away when they went off to college, went off to war.
And a lot were just drawn all over too.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the numbers of these books that they published back then, they were significant.
Yeah, huge.
Because you newsstands all over the place, and they all sold tons of comics. So,
and next up, we have recommendations for this new comic book day, story based, pretty much. Action Comics 1062, Batman 143, Night Thrasher #1. I'm excited to read Night Thrasher #1.
What a big pile of shit covers for Night Thrasher. For a character that I was happy. I was like, oh, Night Thrasher. Night Thrasher series. The covers all look the same. There's like nothing exciting about any of the covers. I'm like,
And also, we have Masterpiece #3.
Good series.
Boris Karloff #2 and Penthouse #1. Some interesting pickups and reads if you want to read Penthouse comics.
The covers are great. I mean, there's good stuff, and I'm interested to see what they put in the magazine as well, in terms of different artists and stuff as well. So,
and for all you people we've been talking about FOC for most of the show. Here's a little FOC picks for this week, ending tomorrow night. I believe DC's tonight.
And that Penthouse Comics thing, they already did the best thing ever because they have an article, that anti-A article inside the magazine, but then their one cover is done by AI. So
that they screwed up. At least they rectified it and just made it open order.
Yeah.
After the snafu. So
take a look at some FOC picks. We got Birds of Prey 7, cover C, the Villalobos variant. Birds of Prey 7, the cover D, so the Micah Women's History Month, and the Birds of Prey 7, 1 in 25, Lyrics Lee incentive.
If you are a Sozamika fan, there's about 5 Women's History Month Sozamika covers.
They're all great.
Yeah.
I like all 3 of these covers.
Yeah, they're good. This is a fun Lobos cover. This feels very Hughesy to me. This feels very very Adam Hughes to me.
Yeah, I like the little Harley singing and their reflection in the disco ball.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder if all this DC work will get Lyrics stateside for any conventions. She's over in Singapore.
I can't wait for her to do a CGC signing.
She did an international CGC signing.
Next up, we have Batman 145, the 1 in 25 Scalera incentive. Batman and Robin 7, the cover B Chew. And Green Lantern, #9, the cover C, Zerdy variant.
can't bring myself to buy a Chew cover that doesn't have a thick lady on the cover. It's just that's what Chew does best. What can I say?
Yeah, and I don't get that Zerdy cover at all.
Yeah, it's a little. It's kind of fun. It feels a little phoned in.
That she has Lionel hair.
She does. She got the anime hair going on.
Well,
does.
at least he dropped the tattoos.
Yeah.
Then we have Poison Ivy, number 20, Cover D by Sozamaika, the 1 in 25 Lotte, and the 1 in 50 Nakayama.
I love the Lotte. I'm just a sucker for Tula. I love her covers. I love her work. They're always just beautiful. And Sozamaika's pretty damn nice too.
Sozamaika's good. Damn good.
Yeah.
Hey, at least Nakayama's not doing the same pose.
No, it's fine for Nakayama. I just kind of tired. Like I said, I don't know. Like Lotte, just the style of Lotte that she does is always appealing to me. And so is Micah. She just draws damn sexy covers. It's good stuff. I mean,
Yep. Next up, we have Avengers Twilight number 4, the Cunha variant, Black Widow and Hawkeye 1, the Adam Hughes, Jackpot and Black Cat number 1, the 1 in 50 Masterpieces 3 Virgin.
Yeah, the Hughes.
I like the Black Cat.
Yeah, I forget whether
Black
there's
Cat.
a Virgin ratio of that Hughes as well, but it's not that great of a Hughes cover.
No,
but it's Hughes. It'll sell. And people, there are a lot of Hughes fans. I think Hawkeye looks short and stubby for some reason.
Yeah,
it's the old bell bottoms.
Interesting choice for a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed because I was like, "Ooh, it's going to be a Black Cat or a Black Widow on the cover," and Hughes is doing it, and I saw it. I was like, because that Black Widow series a while back where you had some really good Hughes covers.
Yeah,
Black Cat. And I was excited, and I saw this. I was like,
Yeah. Next up, we have Ultimate Black Panther 2, the Boss Logic, the 1 in 25 Mobili Incentive, and TMT Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan number 1, Dios Los Muertos.
love those turtles.
Is that one? At least there's a 1 in 25 with some decent art on it for a change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get tired of Marvel crapping out ratios with shittier art than their open order books, or just giving you a high ratio version of a trade dress cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they did for it seems like for the Ultimate Spider-Man 1. That's all they did for those higher variants, higher ratios.
Yeah.
Made them versions.
Yeah. Like I said, all these Boss Logic covers are really great though.
And
Ultimate Black Panther.
Yeah. I think I'll probably gonna collect all of them. And we have Horror and Fantasy Illustrated Cradle of Shadows number 1, 1 in 20 FOC variant.
Sony Mattis, baby.
Guma number 4, Soza Micah.
I didn't realize there was a ratio for that. Addis.
Yeah, I love her work too. She's another one that's just up and comer that
Yeah, I just got
on Zenoscope, but she's good.
I just got the one cover in the mail today. She did the
Holmes and Houdini.
And yeah,
that's a good one. I love it. Everything she does has that basic same color palette to it. I'm interested to see if eventually she moves away from that and does something different too. But I don't know. I'm enjoying her stuff so far.
Yeah.
Those are the cover buys. And next up, a little spec. FOC spec. Batman 142, the second printing, and Ultimate Black Panther number 1, the second printing.
Yeah, the Black Panther 2 is for a second printing. I think there were enough out there that people got their hands on them. People will go out and buy them like crazy, but I'm sure they'll be overprinted to high hell.
Yeah.
The Batman 142 second printing is a cool cover, though. That's not
It's
bad. If you're a Joker fan, that's
it's different enough from the B cover that it's a new cover.
Hmm.
And it's not foil like the B cover. And we have Star Wars: The High Republic #4. The A and B cover seems like somebody's gonna die.
That's Star Wars.
Cover yet to be revealed.
They introduce a character on page 1 and kill them on, page 25. And everyone's like, "There's a new character in here." And they're like, "Well, they're dead." But I don't know. I just buy it anymore. I haven't read most of the High Republic stuff recently, but I keep stacking them up, both adventures and the non-adventures books, because it's all new territory, and you never know where that's going to go with Star Wars down the line. So I'm putting
so people will be scrambling for that B cover, I'm assuming, once they reveal the cover, or they'll wait for
maybe not. I mean, is this for High Republic 4? Or is this High Republic 4 Adventures?
High Republic 4 Adventures.
Okay, yeah, Adventures is weird because it's put out through Dark Horse, and it's not always
canon. Is it even? It's not even canon.
Oh yeah, no, it is canon. But sometimes their publishing is weird. It's Dark Horse. It's strange, and you normally just get an A and B cover, but sometimes there's some delays and stuff like that. So,
and we have Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees #4, cover A, cover B.
There's still heat on this book.
Storybook variant and the 1 in 25 black and white. Yes.
I don't know. I stopped looking at it after like issue 1 cover A's were going for like $80 or whatever they were going for. I was like, that is insane.
I'm finally going to send my my
one in for me.
Yes, to
125. The Virgin.
Yes, the Virgin.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a 1 in 25 Virgin. I'm like, why are people buying cover A for $80?
Yeah, it's really weird. I just don't get it.
Weird.
That happened with those Ultimate books too. It's weird. It's just like, okay, at some point that has to,
I just was it last week? Last week I won a issue 1 9.8, $10.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. So.
Of what? Beneath the Trees?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I think that's the first one I've had all year. Second one, actually.
It's only February.
Yeah, but I haven't really. It seems like everybody and their mother's putting up books now for asses. I'm just like, eh. And we have our indie spotlight, The Last Mermaid. A lone mermaid roams an endless wasteland on a quest beyond reason. To press ever onward, she must survive the interminable stretches between the tiny pockets. Words are hard. The roaming bands of cybernetic cannibals and the fearsome mutant beasts. What propels her forward to take such risk?
I have no clue who any of these creators are.
Kurt Kim, Image Comic. There's only one cover for this.
You don't know who Kim is? Come on.
I appreciate that Image has been doing this recently. There have been a handful of books they've been putting out, kind of just one cover, smaller books that they've just kind of been putting out. I know every week I talk about Bloodrick, and people laugh at me when they see the covers for it. But it's a great, really cool series. And there's this one cover, the same guy that writes it is the same guy that does the art for it. And it's a good series. So, I'm always happy to see some creators getting able to, put something out there that's just, hey, this is my creation, not here's 7 covers and 5 variants and 4 ratios and everything else. So I won't read this, but it's nice to see.
Like an interesting story. She has to find water, in a robot, a mermaid. Just sounds,
that's interesting.
Sounds interesting. Something new.
don't give me a mermaid book without having the mermaid more prominent on the cover. That's all I gotta say.
She's right there.
Yeah, she's muted in the back. You got some dumb cybernetic.
She's in the
bullshit
suit.
I want the bigger picture in the back to be more prominent. Sorry. I like what I like. What can I say? That's what's going to catch my eye and get me to buy the book and then maybe read it.
Thank you everyone for hanging out for the last 2 hours. That went longer than I thought. I scheduled it for like 1 hour and a half. Like, we're not going to talk that much. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of books.
But I had great conversations all around. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Please like the video and have a safe, sober. Who am I lying? Have a safe Monday and call out tomorrow because you know you are. Good night. And I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good night, everyone.